Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Urbaner Pilot, and my camera's crooked. Goodness. Better. So, it's been a while since we've done Silent Hill 2. Still kind of getting things worked out for Halo Reach, but it will be coming up soon. It's just a matter of, scheduling. But I figured, since I uploaded some Silent Hill 2 videos that I mistakenly re-uploaded, I figured I'd go ahead and continue and, give you guys the anticipated sequel to the last videos I posted. It's been about 2 years since I've played, since I played that playthrough. So it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to, figuring out where I am, but let's see where it goes. One thing to take note of, for those of you who have watched me before, you'll notice that the screen is a little bit bigger, or wider I should say. I'm using an HDMI solution this time around, so the graphics will look a little bit better. The only problem is, that noise effect is really bad. The only problem is, I don't know how to change the aspect ratio for this. I can do it in the Elgato software, but I can't do it in OBS for some reason. I'm sure I'll figure it out, but for right now, it is what it is. What was I gonna do here? Oh, right. Turn off the noise effect. So, with that, go ahead and save those settings. I'm going to turn this down a little bit on my end. A little bit more. There we go. Okay. So, I don't really remember where we were at. Oh, we're in the labyrinth. So, let's just wing it. Okay, I've got the pistol. So for this section here, we're gonna need a pair of wire cutters, which I think we get down here. Oh, snap. Really has been a long time since I've played. Didn't remember that. So when I say a labyrinth, this really is a labyrinth. There's a lot of dead ends and stuff like that. And this camera is not working with me right now. In-game camera, not the actual camera. Is there anything over here? Oh, I hate when they do that. They give you two options. We'll go ahead and we'll take the right one. Oh, okay. So, this is a really bad camera angle for this area. So we're gonna run in here and grab a weapon, because down here there is actually a pyramid head running around. If you go over here, you can get a couple shotgun shells, but we can also, well, apparently we already picked up his sword. Most people call it the Buster Sword. I just call it the Great Knife. It is a huge, huge sword that Pyramid Head uses. We can now use it because he traded his weapon in for a spear. As you can see, it is incredibly heavy. It's very slow. It has 2 attacks. It's a powerful weapon. Not very practical, though. I only use it for like the last boss, just as the finishing blow. Just because I find it, kind of cool to look at. But we're going to stick to guns because it's just more practical. Now, this next part's always getting me on edge. So we gotta watch out because Pyramid Head will be up ahead. And there he is. Oh gosh, get away. Oh snap. He also does a lot of damage on you, so I need to check my health. Oof. One more. So at this point, we just get the heck out of here, because I'm not dealing with him. Whew, that was a really close call. That's not the only time we'll see him either. Oh, does this take me back to the same spot? Yes, it does. Well, wait a minute. If that takes me down there, and that takes me down there too... Alright, we're gonna waste a couple bullets just to make things a little bit easier for us. You get a bullet. You get a bullet, and you definitely get a bullet. Ah. Oh wait, this is a perfect opportunity to show off the sword. So we're gonna go ahead and equip that. And oof. Okay. Make sure you walk up to him first. But then yeah, there you go. Instantly kill them. Over the head. Yeah, again, not the most practical weapon in the game, but still kind of a fun one to get. I, for one, enjoy it. I always thought it was kind of a neat little incentive to go out of your way to get it. Here's where we need to go. So there is a pyramid head down here as well. Most of the time you're just going to be seeing monsters like him, though. I think you really got to go out of your way to find Pyramid Head down here. So, yeah. Oh, I hate this puzzle. So, we got to turn this thing around so that it manipulates this room. And we get a door that pops up over here. So, if I remember it correctly, I think... it's supposed to be like that. First try. Oh, that's so wicked. Oh, cutscene. We'll go ahead and turn up audio here.
I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad? Not at all, sir. Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
Sorry, got distracted by the cat. Every chance I get to pet him, or her, it's always a good opportunity. Anywho, so this interaction between James and Mary, or Maria, is kind of interesting. She kind of goes back and forth between personas, I guess. Um, that's just one of the many ways that this game kind of messes with the character's mindset. Oh, got some electrical stuff going on here. But anyway, oh, wow. Way to go, James. Oh, my cat's in the background. That's Azel, by the way. Or Azel. Either one works, but I just call her Azel. She's cool. Hi, Azel. Ugh. Gross. I forgot what I was talking about there. Something about Maria. Being super different. Don't get into the... Oh, okay. She's just playing with an ornament. The fact that she changes back and forth between those personas and stuff, it's actually meant to... she's actually meant to be Mary when she says that she is, if James wants him to be. It's... As far as I'm aware, that's what it's supposed to mean. I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to entail. Oh, please don't knock that off. Hey! Psst! Psst, 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 psst. Get down from there. Psst, 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 psst. Sorry, I'm probably just destroying your guys' ears. Come on. There you are. Yeah. Here, go get in your bed, okay. There you go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway, tangent aside, we'll go ahead and use these, cut this open, and progress onward. I just didn't want her knocking the light down. Normally I don't have a problem with her climbing on stuff, but she was kind of getting up there. Oh, he runs so slow. I don't know why. Some spooky music in here. And this appears to be a dead end. Which is fine. I mean, it's just process of elimination right there. Ugh, I don't know if I want to go down there yet. Okay, guess we are going down there. Alright. Oof, these are like really narrow passageways. I'm pretty sure there's a pyramid head down here too. Like the actual area where the pyramid head is. I think I might have already been up here. Yeah, so I just went around in circles. That was a big waste of time. Somewhere around here there's a stairway I can take upward. Pretty sure it's this one. Yeah, I'm not taking chances. Oh yeah, we're doing something right. This wasn't here before. I think they changed that in the HD remake. Well, HD version. Can't really call it a remake. They hardly did anything to it. Oh, okay. I guess I do go down here. So confusing. This is definitely not my favorite part of the game. Oh, gotta be careful. Whatever. Yeah, I think if you follow this, it should take you to the exit. Or not. The monster sound effects are really good in this area. Definitely makes you tense, especially knowing that there's something more dangerous down there too. So I know at some point we're gonna run into a... Oh! Okay, that ammo is not worth it. We're just gonna heal up a little bit there. Oh, there's so many stairways. I don't even know if this takes me... Oh yeah, this is right. Oh. Let's go back and read that, because that is something you can read down here. There's a newspaper on the ground. It's stained with something that looks like blood and is partially illegible. The boof. The body of a man later identified as Thomas Orozco, lumberjack, age 39, was discovered in the something lying fa something. The probable cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the front of the neck and the left side of the torso by a sharp-edged weapon. The estimated time of death was somewhere between 11 p.m. and 12:30 midnight. Due to signs of struggle in the room and the lack of a murder weapon, police are considering this a homicide and have opened a murder investigation. Furthermore, given the fact that the cash in the room was untouched and Mr. Orozco had a history of drunkenness and violence, the police suspect that the fugitive... the motive was not robbery, I'm gonna say, but simply a crime of something. I hear that in some playthroughs you can actually, or after like subsequent playthroughs, you can unlock what those say. I'm not entirely sure what the conditions are for it, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. But anywho, we're gonna jump through here, and I think we're coming up to a boss fight. I'm actually gonna keep quiet here. Yeah, that's right. So this is Angela's little monster moment. If I haven't mentioned this before, Angela has some daddy issues that we're about to witness first and foremost. That thing is called the abstract daddy, and whoa, hold on a second. Cat just ran and disconnected the cord. You little butt. She gets excited sometimes. I don't even know where she went. Somewhere there, though. Anyway, let's go ahead and swap over to a more powerful weapon and reload it too. So this guy does take quite a few hits. He's also very dangerous. Every time he grabs on you like that, it takes quite a bit of health away, as you can see there. But yeah, he'll grab onto your head and start sucking it and stuff. It's weird. Not the most creative boss, but still kind of an interesting concept. Essentially, this is symbolic of Angela's dad and her brother. She was sexually abused as a child, so yeah. Every monster in this game is relatable to the characters somehow. Monster kill.
Angela, relax.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. Always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
Fine. Go ahead and say it. Of course you beat me up and you always did. You already scared myself anyway. Got me.
Angela,
Don't touch me! You make me sick! You said you were going to marry this dick, right?
yes. She was ill.
Liar! I know it. You didn't want her around anymore. But you probably found someone else.
That's ridiculous.
So yeah, that was kind of an interesting tidbit there. For those of you who haven't played the game, it's kind of an eye opener too, because there is some truth to what she says. Not so much about him finding someone else. Well, excuse me. Technically, he did find somebody else. That would be Maria. But our playthrough isn't going to entail that, so. Oh, I hate this puzzle. Sorry. So, this puzzle is kind of a pain. Basically, we have to figure out which one of these guys is innocent and set them free. And yeah, so you look at each of them and it'll tell you what they did or what they were convicted of. This man was hung for for the crime of murder. Justice and revenge have been served. This man was hung for the crime of thievery. Again, justice served. This man was hung for a crime of swindling. Hung for arson. Oh. Hung for the crime of kidnapping. And the crime of counterfeiting. I think the one that was convicted of arson is the innocent one. It's either that one or this one. Yeah, I think it was the thievery one. Anyway, we go into this next room. Somewhere down here. I think it's this one. And it's a very similar layout. There's actually a thing here that tells you how you're supposed to solve this puzzle. Dead men, swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? Tongue turned blue and face gone gray. Watch them as they twist and sway. The first one killed, the butcher man, then cooked him in my flow is awful. Then cooked him in the frying pan, served him to his hungry guests, and gave them seconds on request. The next one, with his smile and sweets, stole poor children off the streets. To men who dressed unsavory, he sold them into slavery. Breaking into a home at night, the thief he had a nasty fright, filled his foolish head with ale, woke in the morn in the county jail. The artist, with his daunting skill, tried his hands at painting bills, but caught in rain he was undone when the ink he'd used did start to run. With promises of great return, taking gold he did not earn, bundled it up out of sight, quietly slipped off into the night. 3 houses into ashes burned, the sheriff with no place to turn, did spy a stranger to his town, locked him up and beat him down. Dead men, swinging in a tree. How many dead men do you see? 6 feet long and 6 men wide. Round their necks the noose be tied. I think this other one here has some info too. Yeah. Only the sinless one can help you here. Mistakenly pull on a criminal's rope, and your reward will be returned to you in the shape of in a shape most wondrously strange. In other words, if you pull the wrong lever, it'll spawn a monster in the hallway. Now, if I remember this correctly, I think it was this one. The one that wasn't mentioned was the arsonist. I'm almost certain that's him. We're going to find out here in a second. Oh, looks like we got it right. No monsters. Oh no, we didn't get it right. Oh man. So, let's see. Who do we pull the thing for? This man was hung for the crime of Oh, we pulled the wrong one. Yeah. So we need to pull the one next to him. It's probably going to be a monster here now. Yeah, see. We're just going to blow him away. And him away too. Just to get a move on. Oh. And that should have killed him. Alright, so yeah, every time we get one wrong, a monster will pop up and just absolutely ruin our day. But it's no biggie. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Also, you notice how James kind of extends his neck upward when he pulls down the nooses and stuff? That's kind of symbolic in and of itself. I think it's his longing for punishment for what he's done. If I haven't spoiled the game back in the day, then I'm probably spoiling the heck out of it now. So yeah, this guy was the innocent one. And he leaves behind the key of the persecuted. And a note, too. The paper that was covering the corpse's face is lying here. And that's all she wrote. So yeah. ahead and we'll heal up here. If I played my cards right, I think I'm going to leave you guys on a cliffhanger. Yeah, so use the keys on this. That gets rid of the handcuffs. Roll that up, and then you go down here. Okay, so we don't need to go there yet. That's where we're going to end up going. You go in here, and cutscene.
Maria? Maria? Maria, no. What happened to you? Why? Why?
Okay, so that scene kind of reminds him of his wife there. We'll go into more detail there in a minute. Can't go back in the room, obviously, but yeah. Definitely one of the more eye-opening scenes in the game, if you ask me. I mean, you can kind of see it coming, but yeah, it's still pretty twisted when you actually see it go down. Also, that's a really good corpse design. Like, it actually looks like she got messed up pretty bad, so. But despite all that, we still get rewarded with some goodies. And a way out of here. Well, sorta. So, in here, we're gonna read a couple of these. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was before he was executed and laid here to his eternal rest. Mostly just reading, or I'm just kind of going through and giving you guys a little bit of, you know, stuff to witness. That one didn't have anything on it that we could read. Miriam K. Trader. Not sure what that's all about. That one's scratched up. There's also items all over the place here. This one I think is kind of important. This, yeah, Walter Sullivan. So, technically, this would mean that this is the grave site of, well, Walter Sullivan from Silent Hill 4. It's not quite true, though, which is why, you know, though this game relates to Silent Hill 4, in that it mentions Walter Sullivan, it mentions the murders and stuff like that, it definitely wasn't thought through at this point, so everything that you see correlating to Silent Hill 4 is just kind of referential. It's not really finalized or set in stone at this point. Because, again, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but Silent Hill 4, which we will get to at some point, wasn't originally supposed to be a Silent Hill 4. It was supposed to be a completely different horror game. So, it's just kind of shoehorned in just for the sake of it. You know, making money. Anyway, there's some graves dug up here. Nothing's in them, though. Eddie Dombrowski's grave is right here. Just wanted to see if that one was bigger or not. Couldn't tell. This one here is Angela Roscoe. And then, shocker, this one's ours. Which means we're going to jump into this one. So, essentially, this is hinting at, you know, our eventual demises, I guess. To some extent. Anywho, this is like a really, really long pathway. Oh, no, never mind. I'm thinking of another one. We're going to go ahead and run up ahead. A lot of blood on the walls. Well, you guys probably can't see it, but there's blood everywhere. Oh, I'm not leaving you guys on a cliffhanger. Okay, we got one more boss fight. So there wasn't a save point. Hey, Eddie.
Eddie, what are you doing? What does it look like? You always busting my balls. Fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't love you. Maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. You know what? It doesn't matter if I'm smart, young, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just right. Eddie, are you going nuts? I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James. Hey, I didn't mean anything. Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you? Ever since we first met. I'll kill you, James.
Took that bullet like a champ. Anyway, in here we're just gonna try to avoid his bullets, but apparently not. We're gonna heal up before we die. So, it's just a lot of shooting him. Oh, don't kill me. I gotta be careful because there wasn't a save point like I thought there was gonna be. We're gonna use the hunting rifle here. Yeah, there we go. Gives us a little bit of a break. So Eddie's finally kind of gone off the deep end. Essentially, Eddie was bullied before he got here. His backstory kind of opens up a little bit more. Just looking for items. Okay. Yep, we were gonna take a hit. So, again, kind of just foreshadowing James's revelation there. But we're gonna finish off Eddie here. Pretty easy boss fight if you know what you're doing. You'll take a hit or two here and there, but if you got the hunting rifle, honestly, just unload on him. He goes down just like that.
Eddie? Eddie? I killed him. Did you really die 3 years ago?
So that's pretty much all there is to that. In the book, there's a little bit more to this. Eddie ends up getting eaten by dogs, but that's in the novel. So anyway, Eddie's pretty much just a tortured soul. Well, he's a bullied kid, and he did some pretty nasty things to those bullies. Well, to a bully and a dog. So yeah, that's pretty much his whole gist of being here. It's unfortunate that he had to go, but it is what it is. Oh, the dog's whining. Anyway, there should be a save point out here. I really hope. Yeah, there it is. Anyway, we're finally in the end game, which is fantastic. I'm sure I mentioned this back in Ferndale, but honestly, this game is kind of one of those that I don't come back to quite a lot. It's just not one of my... It's not my favorite of the series. When we get to Silent Hill 3, which we probably will soon enough, that game is my jam. I absolutely love Silent Hill 3. The monster designs are great. The story picks up from Silent Hill 1, making it an actual sequel. Yeah, it's just better. I like the story, and I'm not saying that Silent Hill 2 is a bad game. It's just, I feel like people definitely think Silent Hill 2 when Silent Hill is brought up. When, in actuality, I would say the first 3 games, and maybe the 4th one, are like the best game. They're all really good games. I personally think that Silent Hill 3 is the best in terms of atmosphere and graphics. Story-wise, it's pretty short. I would give Silent Hill 1 the better story. Just the build-up to, the end, or everything that culminates up into the end. It's so well done. Silent Hill 2 does the exact same thing. It's just, again, this is... Maybe it's because it's the first Silent Hill game that I played and I obsessed over. But honestly, because of that, I'm probably a little biased against it. Because, I've played it so often, and it's just, I know this game like the back of my hand. It is a fun game, but the story gets kind of old pretty fast. And, I for one like games that kind of stick together with their chronology and stuff. This game doesn't really have a place in the Silent Hill series, or in the main storyline. There's no occult stuff except like maybe little hints at it. Um, and Silent Hill 4, it doesn't even take place in Silent Hill. In fact, it's merely referenced and in name, but it still has to do with the occult stuff, which is great. I think the occult stuff is a little more exciting than just following some amnesiac around and stuff. But that's just me, you know. You like what you like. Personally, though, I think that the occult stuff from Silent Hill 1 and 3 are a lot better. Um, Also, the plots are just a lot more disturbing than what's presented here. I mean, this seems like a pretty real type of horror. I mean, yeah, you still got monsters and stuff at the end of the day, but the whole game revolves around a man looking for his wife who, you know, is presumed dead. It's almost like a haunting in a way. But it seems plausible as far as horror goes. The first and third game, they all revolve around this cult trying to resurrect their god, which is, it goes horribly wrong. If you guys remember Silent Hill 1, I might even go back and play through that again. I love playing that one. But there's just so much more potential for horror. I find it to be one of the more it's definitely more disturbing, in my opinion, than this. But with that being said, I'm getting I'm getting like way out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, or at this point a morning. And yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll pick this up again probably tomorrow night. And maybe we'll finish it, maybe we won't. Well, we'll finish the game eventually, but whether it be tomorrow night or another night, that's entirely up to how well I play. But anyway, you guys have a fantastic day, night, wherever you're at. Take it easy.